I'm so tired of falling off the wagon. I used to fall off the wagon every week or every 2 weeks or every month, just depending. Like sometimes I made it longer than others. Sometimes I made it a day and then I was like, oh, this went wrong at work today. Back to eating all the food, right? Like I had a serious food problem. I was at that point in my life 65 pounds overweight and extremely unhappy. And I just felt like I could never win. Like even though I knew what to do, I wouldn't do it. Like even though I knew I needed to eat healthy, I couldn't get myself to do it and be consistent at it. Like I couldn't even do it for like a week without falling off and ordering in Little Caesars pizza instead of having the healthy meal I was supposed to have, right? And I was constantly falling off and I couldn't get myself to be consistent. And one day I was just like, you know what? I need an accountability partner. Who's gonna be my accountability partner? And then, you know, 3 accountability partners in, I was like, man, you know, I don't really know what I'm doing. She doesn't know what she's doing. Like, I need help with this diet stuff. I need help with knowing what food I should eat. I need help with knowing what I need to change. I've had 2 knee surgeries. I need help with, you know, knowing what exercises to do and what not to do because of my certain situation. And my accountability partner couldn't really do that for me because it was like we were both in quicksand, right? Like she was in quicksand trying to lose like 40 pounds. I was in quicksand trying to lose 65 pounds. We were trying to help each other out and it really wasn't working. And all of a sudden it dawned on me. I was like, oh my gosh. And this is where like I want to give you guys this tip. If you feel like you keep falling off the wagon, I had this idea. I was like, oh my gosh, like I need to work with an expert. I need to work with someone that knows what they're doing. And you know, not just a trainer because I can only afford to see a trainer like once a week or twice a week. I need someone that I can talk to like every day that can help me along and keep me from falling off the wagon and keep me consistent, and someone that I can check in with from actually accountable to them, but more than an accountability partner, because I need someone that's gonna be able to tell me like, hey, I think, you know, you're plateauing in this area. Here's what you need to change in your diet moving forward, or like because of your dietary restrictions, here's what you need moving forward. And I started working with a coach, and this will blow your mind. For the first week ever in my entire life, I didn't fall off the wagon, like the first time ever, like ever. So I want to tell you about finding an expert to work with. The first thing that you need to know is it's kind of hard to find the right person, someone that you're gonna be able to talk to on a daily basis, but make sure that you do have daily access to that person. Make sure that you find someone when looking for an expert to work with that, you know, is a female that's been through a weight loss transformation herself, so they know what you're going through. One of the hardest things is working with someone that's never had to lose weight, so they don't really understand the emotional side. Like, yes, they can sympathize with you, but they can't empathize. They have no idea what's actually happening. So make sure it's a woman that's had a weight loss transformation herself. Make sure that the person that you're gonna work with, make sure they're like double certified and everything, so you know that, you know, they're the person that you should be working with. But most of all, what's great about having a coach, what I found, when I, you know, hired a coach for myself to work with one-on-one and be able to talk to them, you know, day to day, and then help me and just kind of work me through the mental side of every time that I was like, I'm standing in the pantry and I'm about to freak out and like eat all of the Oreos and all the chocolate milk, like they could talk me off the edge. But the reason that I think I found myself to start being consistent for the first time in my life ever is because I knew that I was checking in with someone once a week. I knew that I was gonna tell my coach at the end of the week, like, here's everything that I ate for this week. Here's all the workouts that I got in or didn't get in. And because I didn't want to be like, hey coach, yeah, I didn't get that workout in, or, you know, I just didn't eat those meals. Like, I didn't want to say that because this was a person who was actually focused on helping me move forward. And becoming accountable to someone who actually knows what they're doing is very different, because now, like, you don't want to like, I want to say like disappoint them, but you're never going to disappoint your coach. It's just like you want to hold up your end of the deal because they're holding up their end of the deal, right? And so when I started working with a coach, it completely transformed my life. From someone who, like, I was trying to be my own accountability, or I was trying to like have my friend be my accountability. That doesn't really work out. So I would just suggest you, like, find an expert that you can work with. Find someone, you know, that's gonna be able to be there for you and communicate with you and help you with your struggles and help you tweak things and help you change things. And like, it's crazy what it'll do for you and how it'll change your life. So that's like my biggest tip. If you're someone who's falling off the wagon, like, you know what you need to do, but you just don't do it, or you don't stay consistent with it, like, find that expert. find an expert to work with, and I'm telling you, it'll absolutely change your life. If you don't want to go through the whole process of having to find one yourself and, you know, go through all that checklist that I just told you about, like who to find, you can actually apply for our coaching program, our LadyBoss Personal Results Coaching Program. It's women who are exactly everything that I just told you, including like, you know, daily access and things where you can talk and communicate with your coach. If you don't want to have to go find one on your own, you can submit an application, apply to work with one of our coaches, totally free to apply. You just want to see if it's a good fit for you. That's a good thing to do. If not, like go find a coach that you feel comfortable working with, that'll, you know, work with you, that has all of those things that I mentioned, because those are really, really, really important. And allow your accountability to be someone who can actually move you forward, right? That can actually raise you up, because when you're trying to be accountable with people that are on the same level as you, it's like you're both trying to move up and you're trying to help each other. But when you work with someone who's higher than you, they can truly raise you up to a whole new level that you never even imagined. So I truly, 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 if you're someone who keeps falling off the wagon, like go find yourself an expert accountability, like some expert accountability. Go find yourself a coach that can work with you and help you through all of this stuff, because at this point, it's not like the plan, it's not the program, right? It's just you being able to be consistent with it. And I know for me, a coach transformed my life, and it will for you too. So there's your tip for today.